Hey guys, what's up? I'm Christian Taylor, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make a nice and flat logo in Photoshop. Let's dig right in. Alright guys, so here we are. We're going to start us off we're going to be using this program for the whole tutorial. Photoshop CS6 Extended is what I'm using. Now you have to have CS6 Extended or later. You may not use CS6 or CS5, and I mean if you do, this won't work, what I'm going to show you. So you're going to have CS6 Extended or the CC subscription for this to work. Alright, so first we're going to do New. Now I like my things gigantic. I'm going to make this square, so I'm going to put 2500 by 2500. You can choose any size, but I like my things to be giant, because why the heck not? Now actually the user who requested this was Mr. Mother Crusher, so I'm actually going to make them a logo just as a tutorial, because I think that's something cool. So yeah, let's dig right in. So first you're going to want to choose your background color. I'm going to choose a nice red, maybe something a little more intense. About here I think is what I'll choose. I'm just going to photo bucket our background. Alright, that looks great. So now it's time for some text. I'm going to go to my text tool and pick a font. I'm looking for something kind of down and dirty, almost like pixelated. This kind of looks like what I'm looking for. So MMC I'll put for Mr. Mother Crusher. I think I like MMC just abbreviated better than actually, actually typing it out. And it's got a render. Alright. Now, I don't like the color. I'm going to make it a nice light gray. About like that will do. Alright, so now we already have a pretty flat logo. Now, how do we improve this? How do we make it really sell? Well, what I'm going to do, first I'm going to position my text how I know I absolutely want it, which is just going to be right here. It's taking a while to update. Alright, and I'll just move it to the center here. Alright, that'll do. Sure, we'll leave it there. And I'm going to add an icon because, I don't know, it seems like it needs more. So for that, I'm going to go to Icon Finder. I use them for my icons. iconfinder.com, I would highly recommend them. Alright, so since this is a gaming channel, I'm going to be looking for a gaming icon, maybe a game controller. Perfect. I'm looking for something pixelated, not necessarily pixelated, something to match the logo, almost something like that. I'm just going to look through. I think this probably fits it best here. It's not exactly what I was looking for, but it'll do. I'm going to get 512 by 512 in PNG format, and just like that we have our icon. Now I'm going to drag it into Photoshop. Of course, decrease the size just a little bit. And actually, I'm going to add a center grid line here, just to keep us on track. And I'm going to center this with the M here. Now I'm going to take the color from the MMC, and I'm going to copy that color onto our controller. So E9, 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 if you're using the same colors. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to go over to our controller here and do a color overlay, and I'm going to make this the same color. It's not wanting to work. Okay, sorry guys, I'll just type it right here. It's not wanting to take numbers. Why is it not wanting to take numbers? Oh well, I'll just make it close. That's close right there. Actually, I'll just use the... Well, no, that'll do. That's close. So, something like that. Alright, so now is the kind of advanced part. What we're going to do is we're going to take our MMC, and this is why you need CS6 or above, if you were wondering, like, why do I need it? Well, this is exactly right, or exactly why here. So, we're going to... I don't know why it's control clicking. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. And alright guys, sorry about those issues. I had to restart Photoshop because I was experiencing trouble with it, but now I'm back, and basically we're just going to right click our text layer and say new 3D extrusion from selected layer. Again, this is why we have to have... Okay, it does... Okay, that's weird. Oh, it's because of the font. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to have to smooth it out for this tutorial. I was really liking that font, but this will do. Something like this. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, so we're going to do new 3D extrusion. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we see our view is on the top here, and this is actually what we want. So we're going to hit this swipe main or swap main and secondary view. Alright, so now we have things where we want them. I know it might look a little weird, but what we're going to do is we're going to go to our item here, we're going to go to our coordinates, and we're going to rotate our x-axis by 90 degrees. Alright, so now hopefully you guys are seeing kind of what this is supposed to be here. So this is going to be like a long shadow. Now obviously it's not quite how we want it. So we're going to select our light, and we're going to rotate our light down. And now you guys can see kind of the look we're going for, this long shadow look. So yeah, I really like that. So I'm going to go to our specular here and make it more bright. You guys will see why after we render it, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. So we can render it by clicking this button. Alright guys, so rendering does take a while, so I will be back when it is finished rendering. Alright guys, so it's rendered enough for my needs right now, so I'm just going to go back to Essentials up here, and basically I'm going to do Rascicize 3D, and I'm going to pull this over here and recenter it how I like it. Actually, let's take out the game controller for now. That way I can really get it how I like it. Actually, I'm going to make this just a bit bigger. Move it over here some. Really sell it, really show off what it can do. The awesome, cool look. And make sure that's centered how I like it. I think about here is going to be cool. Alright, and just because it's bugging me, I think I'm going to fill in this space here. I just don't like how it's looking, so I'll select my color. I will make a new layer. And I will just fill in that section. Alright, I'm feeling a bit better about this now. Alright, now let's take back our gaming controller. And sorry about the coughing, guys. I'm sick right now, but hey, YouTube doesn't stop for colds, so... Actually, I'm going to redo this color overlay and just use the match tool. There we go. Now I'm really feeling it. And yeah, we can just kind of put our gaming controller wherever, or you don't necessarily need an icon, but I'm feeling pretty good, guys. I'm liking this. And there's one more thing I want to do to really sell the nice flat look. I want to just make a square, and I'm gonna Control T and stretch it around the entire box here. Now I'm going to make us some, or change the stroke here to 10 pixels, and I'm going to make it the same color as this stuff. I just think it'll really sell it. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. Awesome. Now guys, I'm not really going to bother with this game controller doing the same shadow. I guess in theory you could if you really wanted that shadow, but I don't know, I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah guys, that's how you make a flat logo in Photoshop. Now if you guys want to see the YouTube cover, which I will show you what it is if you're interested, I will do a tutorial on that. Just drop a comment below, but I don't want to bore you guys, so if you don't, just say nothing. But this is the YouTube cover. It has to be to specific specifications and stuff. So if you want to see a tutorial on that, just drop a comment below. Well, anyway guys, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, because it does help me out. Also, like I always say, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and comment, and I'll catch you guys next week.